Storybox Audio. Storybox Audio. Storybox Audio.
Hey, everybody, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Sonya girl. Hey, girl. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the clubhouse. It's Friday. For you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty. Erica, introduce yourself.
I am Erica Batts with New American Funding, your mortgage lender.
All right, Takia.
Hey, I'm Takia Ward with Keller Williams in Maryland.
And Nicole.
I am Nicole Crawford with Keller Williams out of Greensboro.
All right, y'all. Hold on. Somebody just walked into the studio, y'all. So hold on. We got these latecomers coming in. Hey, girl. Tell everybody hey.
Good morning, everybody. Well, afternoon now, you guys. Good afternoon, everybody.
Who are you, ma'am? Introduce yourself, sweetie.
I am Samantha, and Miss Nikki, I'm glad you're feeling better. You look refreshed and
That's Nicole, sweetie.
rejuvenated. Miss Nicole, sorry, Miss Nicole.
You're fine. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Everybody, thank you guys for tuning in to the clubhouse. For those of you guys who don't know and who's new to the clubhouse, today is Friday. We're talking about something educational. On Wednesdays, we're talking about something inspirational. Today, we are continuing our home buyer series, our home ownership series. Today, we are discussing credit. A lot of people think that credit is the only thing that you have to work on. But last week, we discussed the very first step to buying a home, which was saving some money. So today, we're talking about credit. That's what you hear all the time is credit and more credit. So we're talking about credit. Give yourself some credit for working on your credit today, for tuning in. All right, I'm stopped. All right. All right. My loan officers, what is one of the biggest issues that you see when people come in to apply for a home? Is it credit?
It is definitely credit.
All right.
Yeah.
What are some things you see that they need
Not
to work
having-
on?
Not having enough credit. Credit scores are in the low range, or they don't know what their credit scores are.
Mm-hmm.
Samantha, what do you have?
Mine is just late payments, actually.
Some
That's-
late payments.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're talking about all of that today. So the very first step to looking at your credit is just basically pulling your credit report. A lot of people don't realize is, okay, well, they always say I need to work on my credit. What's your credit score? They give you one number. So for those of you guys who don't know, how many credit bureaus do we have out there? We have about 3 credit bureaus out there, right? Three major credit bureaus out there. And the magic number is what, 720, 740. I know some lenders out there, you guys are one. Y'all can approve somebody with the score as low as what?
500.
500. Good.
Samantha's
Goodness.
500 and I'm 580. So different lenders have different criteria as far as what the lowest credit score that they will approve.
Yeah, and so for the 500s and the 580s, do they need something? Do they need money or something, or is it a certain program? What's going on with that?
So I'll let Samantha answer for the 500s.
For the 500s would just mean you have to have 10% down, still same rules apply, no more than one late payment within the last 12 years on a reoccurring bill. So like credit cards, car payment, and 10% down is usually how we get down to 500.
10% down. Okay, cool. All right, y'all.
And with 580, you normally need to have, they do want to see, they don't want to see late payments within the last 12 months, things like that. And usually those are going to be government programs, which either require 0% down for USDA or
Mhm.
3.5% down for a FHA. And then we also do conventional, but conventional requires a higher credit score.
All right. So for my Facebook user out there, click on the link at the top so we can see who you are. So we click on the link whenever you comment, so Facebook can share your name. All right. So Sonia has a question before we get started talking about credit. They want to know, how does it work when you're married? Do they average the score? I know the answer to this, but I'll let you guys answer that.
They do not average the score, and that's actually a really great question. So we take the lowest score out of the 6 scores. So between the two of you, you will have 6 scores, and we take the lowest middle score.
All right, y'all got that? The middle score, the middle score. They don't add y'all scores together. They don't do that. Do y'all add their scores together? Y'all don't add their scores together, right? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. All right, for my realtors out there, for people that come to y'all, what do y'all see a lot? What do they say when they come to y'all?
I was going to say the same thing. They don't usually know what their credit score is. A lot of people feel like they have bad credit, and then when we actually start looking, it's not as bad as they think it is. But typically, we know if we're paying our bills late. That might be a good starting point. If you're paying your bills consistently late, then you might want to pull that credit score and see what it's looking like.
All right. Takia?
And I was going to say the same thing. I see them when they come to me, they think that they're doing well. I've had a couple where like, oh, I'm ready to go, I'm good, and then they are not, and or they may need a cosigner because their credit isn't good. So then we just have to take some time and work on it.
And a lot of the issues is they think they're doing good because they're using a little app called Credit Karma. And Credit Karma, that karma will come back and bite you when you talk to your loan officer. So make sure you don't go to Credit Karma. Go to myannualcreditscore.com, myfico.com.
So I can just break in there. So what I will say is use Credit Karma for what it is good to be used for, which is to monitor your credit. It's great to see what's on your credit report and see the changes of your credit report. However, the score that you see on Credit Karma is not the score that lenders use in order to evaluate your credit. So
and say that one more time. I'm sorry, sweetie. You were still talking. Say that one more time.
The credit score that you see on Credit Karma is not the scores that lenders will use in order to qualify you for credit. Those scores you can get through myfico.com is where you can get your FICO score. If you want to just get a kind of a little snapshot as to what your score is, Discover Card actually offers a free FICO score. You can Google it, Discover Card, free FICO score, and it will tell you at least what one of your scores are so that you kind of have an idea as to where you are.
There you go. All right, you guys. So again, use Credit Karma for what it's used for, to monitor your credit. It'll also teach you how to build your credit and what you need to work on. There are certain things that's on your credit. We're going to talk about that in a few, about what to look at on your credit report whenever you kind of go into it, whenever you're trying to build your credit. It'll help you with that. It's an app out there called My Privacy Guard. privacyguard.com. It's like for $1 for a 7-day trial or whatever, but you can use it and it'll tell you what you need to work on. How can you fix your credit? Things that you need to look at when you're looking at your credit report, so you'll know where to start whenever you start building your credit. Samantha, what is you can't talk?
So I was only reiterating so that when I look back at it or somebody refers back to it, I can see it because she said it, and I was like, wait, what if people are trying to listen and hear? They can't rewind us if they're listening live. So, and I was assist all of us. Sorry,
10-4, sweetie. I'm 10-4. I got you. I got
you back.
10-4. She's saying it for the people in the back. I got you. 10-4.
But partially was in and out. They can go back and read it or see it. That's why I provided it to them for you.
All right, audience. If you guys have any questions so far, make sure you drop your comments in the box. Ask us while we're on here, or you can just email us or inbox us. All right. So you guys, when you first pull your credit report, the first thing that you want to take a look at, you want to take a look at collections that's less than 2 years old. You want to look at some duplicate items on your credit report. Sometimes you may have that on there that may be pulling your credit down. And sometimes you may want to just take a look at other duplicate items, some accounts that don't belong to you. That's a high priority. And look at your credit limit. If I'm missing anything, am I missing anything, ladies?
No, those are great things to take a look at.
And the reason why you're looking at the duplicate items, especially if it's a bad item, you want to write a letter to the credit bureau and say, hey, look, you guys, you've heard people talk about credit repair and all of this other stuff. What they're basically doing is they're disputing stuff that you can do on your own. They're disputing items that's on your credit report that's wrong, that's incorrect. And usually you'll see a lot of credit card companies, they are reporting that your balance is lower than what it is or higher than what it is. You can dispute that because that's definitely illegal. And the duplicate items that's on there, you can dispute that as well. And it's as simple as writing a letter saying, hey, this is wrong. Pretty much. Tell them what it is. Tell them it's wrong. It's that easy. So you don't have to pay anybody to report to fix your credit. Ladies, if I said anything wrong, y'all can correct me or add anything on if you want to.
I will just add that if you're ready to buy a house, have a conversation with your lender, because there's some things, when you're trying to fix it yourself, there are things that you may pay off that you don't have to pay off. There are things that, let us guide you. This is what we do every day. Let us guide you in the right direction as to what you need to do in order to be able to qualify.
And you may hurt yourself in the end if you're disputing the wrong things. If you go back and open up these old can of worms, no more than 2 years, you guys. 2 years. 2 years. And talk to your lender. Sorry, lender. Go on, y'all. Go on.
Erica,
any questions out there, audience? Huh?
That's Erica covered that very well. Don't just go out here doing stuff on your own because you may be hurting yourself versus making things better for yourself. So I definitely appreciate that one because some people have been disputing and it shows up and we're like, what's going on? And they call the credit bureaus and now they put it back on the credit and they could have just left it alone.
And you guys, when you're looking at your credit report, another thing that you want to take a look at is these things right here, because a lot of people think, yes, pay your bills on time. Definitely pay your bills on time. Definitely pay your bills on time. That's very important. But one of the biggest thing is your payment history. So make sure you're paying your bills on time. But the next thing is how much you owe, which is your credit utilization rate. Do anybody want to kind of fill in what that is, or do y'all want me to keep going? All right, so your credit utilization rate. Oh, go on. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all are moving fast.
I was gonna let Samantha cover that one.
Well, you would want to be at about 30% or less for the most part. If you can do that, there is a lot of people that I see that do not believe in credit or don't have it. But if you have a little bit of credit, it does not hurt you to have a little credit card you never use. I understand you may not need it, but having one and not needing it is better than not having any at all, because having the card does create positive history versus a medical bill you may have long ago. It can outweigh it for you. So there's a lot of people I find that don't use credit or scared. So that's for them.
And I will just say, as far as the importance of using credit, you have to understand, if somebody comes to you and says, hey, can I borrow $100? And you don't know this person, you're more apt to say no because you don't know this person. But if they come to you and borrow $10 and say, I'm going to pay you back on Tuesday, they do that, and they do that for 3 weeks. Now, when they come and say, let me borrow $100, you're more apt to let them borrow that $100. So that's the importance of having credit. But, you don't want to use all your credit, those type things. So you don't want to use more than 30% of the balance of your limit of your credit card. Like when you're being billed for your statement, don't use more than 30%.
And for buying a home's sake, keep it at 10%, you guys. That the lower your utilization rate, the higher your credit score. And that was my issue at the beginning of last year. I had a lot of credit card debt. We kind of discussed that. Mm-hmm. As you pay it down, you will see your score increase. And a lot of people think their credit is bad, and it's not. You just need to pay off some bills. Anybody want to?
Nope, that's true.
Okay. So right now we're at paying your bills on time, and look at what credit you have. This thing right here, you can't see my arrow. The amount owed is 30%. That counts as part of your credit. All right, you guys. Anybody want to add anything else in before I move on?
Well, I was just going to add in the slide how the 15% is your length of history. So just like Erica said, when you take off certain things you're disputing, you could be taking on something that is giving you that has a long credit history, and you've now taken that away, and now that has actually hindered you and dropped you down. So you definitely want to make sure that you speak to somebody before you're actually removing or taking anything off, especially that has a long credit length on your history length on your credit report.
Not just somebody, your lender, you guys, your lender. Your lender, you guys, not your cousin, because your cousin and your uncle and your brothers can give you all the advice in the world, but the person you want to listen to is your lender. Listen to your lender.
Yes.
All right. And for those of you who want to figure out the formula for your utilization rate, here you go. You got your balance and your limit. There you go. You divide it by that and you get that. Boom. Samantha, you can put that in the credits. All right.
I could do that.
All right, you guys. All right. So here goes some tips on building your credit right here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to check your credit report for errors. Who want to take the second one? Y'all can just kind of.
Okay. Tackle derogatory items like collections, charge-offs, and late payments first.
All right.
Make payments on time.
Bring your account balances below 30% of your credit limit.
Keep your cards you've had the longest.
And keep that utilization rate as low as possible, y'all. Pay it off at the end of the month if you can, and stop putting stuff on your credit card. There you go. So that's how you can build your credit score very quickly.
Make small purchases on your cards with a zero balance. So
is that what it says?
That's where you're going to put your Netflix bill. That's where you're going to put your Spotify, those little things that bill every month that you normally have them take out of your account anyway. You're just going to have them put them on your credit card.
Exactly.
There you go. All right, y'all. So y'all got it figured out. So, all right. So you go home, do your homework, pull your credit report, go to myfico.com, go to your annual credit report, start disputing your credits today. I forgot about this. I talked about this in a group, and a lot of people there are always talking about fixing your credit and building your credit and all of this. This is one way. When I used to do credit repair back in the day, a lot of people don't realize that there's a group, it's a website, it's called prbc.com. It's now called Connect, I believe. They changed the name. But if you can go on there, it's another credit reporting agency. You can report your rent, your utilities. It's another way to help build your credit. But go prbc.com. And again, they've changed the name. It's called Connect now. But if you type that in, you can go on there. You can pull your credit report. If you've ever had, I did mine some years ago, you guys. There was a freaking, what is it called?
I don't know.
When you don't pay your rent, when you don't pay eviction. It was an eviction. It was an eviction on my report that I knew nothing about. So that's whenever you have an eviction or something on your report, and whenever the renters, they pull your credit, this is what they look at. This is what pops up, because if you kind of look on your credit report, you're not going to always see those evictions and everything on there. But this one right here, prbc.com, you can see your utilities, your rent, different histories on there. So build your credit through this website as well. Don't forget about this one. Okay, prbc.com. All right. Anybody else? Y'all got anything y'all want to add before we go? No? Crickets?
Just pay your bills on time. Like, if you're not even sure, I mean, not to say that we want you to go 30 days, 28 days late, but if you realize, man, I didn't pay that credit card, pay it day 28, 29, 30 days is where it starts negatively impacting you. We don't care day 10, although you shouldn't pay that fee, but late is better than 30 days. That's what I have.
Facebook user, I think Samantha put it in the comments. For those of who can't understand this lovely accent of mine mixed in with a little TMJ, is Paul, Ruby, Victor, and Carlos. I looked at theirs. That's wrong. It's Paul, Ruby, Bobby, and Carlos.com.
It's new edition.
Had me confused. I was like, wait a second. I was like, did I get it wrong? I was like, I could have been.
No, yours is right. I looked at theirs. It's PRBC.com.
Good thing I'm here with the comments. My comment section.
Somebody said something. I don't know what that is. Thank you, whoever. Thank you so much, YouTube. I appreciate you.
But yes.
But yeah, PRBC.com, and a letter that you can write, you guys. It could be as simple as this. Thank you for sending me a copy of my credit report. Just as I requested. However, after careful review, I noticed account issues, blah, blah, which do not belong to me. Please remove immediately. Thank you. And then you tell them what they are. Okay? Y'all got it? The end. All right. Sonya, what? First of all, Sonya,
It's always your friends. Always your friends.
I couldn't focus when I seen it either. I was like,
all right, y'all. We about to go. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn with A to Z Realty. You can reach me at 919-818-9854. Erica.
Yes, I am Erica Batts with New American Funding. You can reach me at 919-608-7916.
Nicole, sweetie, sweet.
I'm Nicole Crawford with Keller Williams Realty. I can be reached on my cell, which is 336-457-3007.
Samantha.
I am Samantha Harding. I can be reached at 919-374-0260.
I'm Shakia Ward with Keller Williams, and I can be reached at 240-513-7996.
And you guys can reach us in the clubhouse at www.thehomebuyersclubhouse.com. Again, it's www.thehomebuyersclubhouse.com. You can find us on Facebook in Home Buyers Clubhouse, and you can also find us on YouTube at The Home Buyers Clubhouse. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Y'all have an awesome day. Have a safe weekend in the snow. I don't know how much you're getting up there in DC, but we're getting a little bit down here in North Carolina. You guys have a safe weekend. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and have an awesome day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.